Hello, everyone. This is the week that your progress reports are due, and this is a short little, very short little PowerPoint on what we want in your progress report. So you're going to use the form that's in the syllabus. There's a place on Blackboard to turn that in. It's pretty straightforward, but I just want to hit on some highlights. I want to make sure that you're giving me a tally of the hours you've spent so far. I've gotten a couple of questions from students about that, and I apologize to one student. I don't think I responded directly to you, but here it is. The number of hours you spend on your project are the total number of hours. So that's preparing materials. That is preparing your PowerPoint presentation or whatever media you're going to use. That's time you spend at your volunteer or work site working on the project. That's time you spend researching. All of that is part of your project. So let me know how that's going. So progress report. This is your time to tell me what you've done to meet your objectives. So we spent so much time working on crafting those objectives. So now you're going to list each one and the outcome thus far. Include the time you spent on each activity and what you've done. So maybe you went and visited the manager of materials management or the person in charge of teaching, whatever it is that you did to see that you've met your outcomes. Have you done anything to revise your timeline? Let me know. I mean, not every project stays on target with its timeline, and that's okay. I just want to know how that's going. Finally, I really want to know if you're on target. With these online classes, it's disastrous if you wait until the last week and tell me that you haven't been able to get traction on your project. I want to know now what's going on so we can work together to see that you're successful. All right, so one mental model that's often used in project management is called a SWOT analysis. So in a SWOT analysis, you look at your strengths, your weaknesses, your opportunities, and your threats to the project. This is just a quick chart that one student did showing the pros and cons to their project as they saw it. You don't need to do any of this, but if it's helpful to you, I want to offer it up to you as a way of thinking about your project. So, not every project is going to run perfectly, like I just said, from start to finish. So I want you to really be able to articulate to me what the strengths are so far with your project and any weaknesses you see. Are there actual threats to completion of the project? If so, I want to know, and we can talk about creative solutions to that. So here is, again, a student created a Venn diagram. I don't know if you remember those from algebra, but showing, the intersection of all of those aspects of their project, the strengths, the weaknesses, the opportunities, and the threats. And this person found that time and organization were really what was threatening his project. Okay, so on Blackboard this week, I want you to post to your group. I'm creating some areas again for discussion. So 2 strengths of your project, 1 weakness, any threats you might be having to completion, and any opportunities you'd not thought of before you began the project. Then take the time to respond to 2 of your group members. Be supportive. If they are having threats to completion, talk to them. Maybe you have connections. Maybe you know of a reference. Maybe whatever it is. If they have what they perceive as a weakness to their project, maybe you're able to offer up some ways to improve that project. All right, so that's it for this week. One other thing. A student was asking, why are there points for the Blackboard discussion? How does that work in Blackboard? I have assigned points just for myself so I can keep track of who is participating in Blackboard. The final grade is what's in the syllabus. That's how the grading's done. But if you're one of those students who happens to fall in a borderline category, say between an A and a B, I'm certainly going to go look at your Blackboard participation and use that to make that final decision as to what your grade is. And I also hope that these Blackboard discussions are really helpful to you and help you keep momentum going in your project so you don't just feel like you're out there alone in cyberspace working on a class project. Okay, that's it for now. Thanks so much.